Okay, hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Your
We're
Honor.
back. Thank you. We're back recording and live streaming. I offer you my apologies in advance for what I'm about to suggest I'd like to do before we continue with the remainder of the individuals who are challenged as not residing in the 6th legislative district. Regrettably, I did not, I believe, extend the inquiry far enough. I apologize. To the extent we identified a person's name in the state system, SVRS, but determined that the person was not at the address that he or she listed on the signature sheet, I would like to just check the address that did come up for that person and ensure that that person is not within district.
Okay.
So, and I do apologize, that's going to extend our day, but it's more important that we get this right and make sure everybody is given the complete and full attention that they deserve. So starting with page 2, line 1, again, I apologize. This is Mr. Joseph Patrick, who listed only Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I don't know that we even found an address in or potentially in the district.
Okay. Joseph Patrick. So on the first page, there's nothing in Cherry Hill for him. We'll try the second. That's a Joseph Robert, but the last name is Patrick. So
But the person we're
still
dealing with is,
Patrick, he's a Joseph Patrick. That's Cherry Hill, but he's deleted, so it wouldn't matter.
right,
So he wouldn't even be a registered voter.
okay.
And let's do this. Let's put in Joseph Patrick and let's just put Cherry Hill in the address line. And maybe that will help kind of narrow down our search.
Will that pick up towns elsewhere in the district outside of Cherry Hill?
So it won't pick it up within, it'll just pick up Cherry Hill. Do you want me to just continue to search his name only?
I think so,
the
given the
address
lack of a complete address, please.
Not a problem. So we already looked at page 1 and 2, and there was the deleted person in Cherry Hill, which wouldn't count. So we'll go to page 3 and see if we get anything. So now the last names are starting to change.
Yeah,
So that would pretty much mean it's just trying to find similar things to that.
yeah,
But the last names are going to be different as we go on here.
yeah. All right.
So as far as finding him at a Cherry Hill residence with that name, we are not.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not a problem.
Then line 5
Name.
on, yes, on page 2.
Okay. Cherry Hill, right? Cherry Hill. See if we're finding anyone at 1920 Kenneth Court in Cherry Hill. I believe when we looked up this address, we weren't finding anybody registered at that address, but there is a bunch of people with her name at different addresses.
Right, so the question is, are they
in the district?
in the district?
So we can go into those names and check each one that's active anyway. There's 2 of them that are deleted and there's one that's inactive and there's one that's rejected. So we'll check the ones that are active, see if they're in the legislative district.
Lodi, I know, is northern New Jersey.
And then the next one that's active is in East Orange. That's in Essex County. So do you want me to open both of those and look?
That's not necessary. I can't imagine that
I
they're
didn't
in
think
the
so, but I just wanted to double check with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And then this last one is also in Essex County
Mhm.
under that name. So as
Mhm.
far as being in the right district with that name at a different address, we're not getting anybody.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Next is page 2, line 6,
Leslie.
Leslie Williams.
Williams. Okay. We're getting one in Essex, one in Old Bridge. These are deleted, so we wouldn't check those. And here's one in Basking Bridge. Just let me know if there's any that you want me to go into.
Yes, I will.
And
Not
then,
on this page.
okay, not on this page. Perfect.
Okay.
So we'll go to the next page and we'll start from the top. Okay. Clifton, Egg Harbor, Paulsboro. No, that's deleted. Runnymede.
Perhaps Runnymede.
Okay, we'll check that one. Okay. This is the signature for that one. And then also legislative district would be 5, so out
Okay.
of district
Alrighty.
for that one there. So let's go back. And let's see. Okay, so I believe that was on page 3 that we were at, but I could be wrong.
Might have been 2.
4. Let's see, page 2, let's go back. Page 2. Yes, it was on page 2. Okay, so we'll continue from there.
Mhm. Yes, please.
So the next one is in Essex and it's inactive. Then we have New Brunswick. These ones are deleted. Then we have Plainfield and Florham
Yeah,
Park.
nothing on this page.
Okay, next page. Essex County, which is Irvington. Union is Elizabeth. This one is inactive. This one's in Barnegat, Rockaway, Mount Laurel.
Mount Laurel, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the signature there, just so you get a good look at that. And then the legislative district for that one is 7, so out of district.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I believe we were on page 3.
Yeah.
Let's go back up.
Right.
And we looked at the one in Mount Laurel. The next one is deleted. Next one is Orange. Then it's
Nothing on this page.
And Rutherford. Let's go to the 4th page. These are all deleted, the first 3. The next one is Egg Harbor. Then there's Willingboro.
Willingboro, please.
Mm-hmm. That's the signature there. And it's in District 7, out of district.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We're on page 4. Okay, that was the last one we looked at. So next one would be Williamstown. The one in Cinnamin's deleted.
Williamstown. Where's the Williamstown, please?
Yep, Williamstown is right here. We could check that.
Oh, in Monroe Township.
Do
I
you want,
suppose we should check that to be safe. Thank you.
I was gonna say, do you want me to open it?
Yes, please.
Got it. Okay, let's take a look at that one. And that is in District 4. So it's out of district.
Thank you.
Street of District 4. Let's take a look. So next is Cinnamon's deleted. Hillsborough, Woodbridge is deleted.
None.
Vauxhall.
None of those, please.
Okay. And now the last name is changing. So,
Yes. All right.
all right,
Um,
it's turning into, let's see, Williams Gallman, that's in Perth Amboy. So I don't think that would be in that district. And then
right,
it just turns into Gwen Williams, that's in Verona. And then Williams,
right. But
so I don't think we're gonna find
I
anything.
just want to be cautious to the extent she used maybe just the Williams name and
Right,
not the
that's why
other.
I'm looking at the Williams. This is inactive confirmation, but that's in Great Meadows. And then it turns into Williamson from there on.
Okay.
So,
Could we just check, please? I'm sorry to take
Yeah,
your
yeah,
time this
of
way,
course.
but it was Independence Township. Up a bit, please.
Let's see.
Oh, it's inactive.
Yes,
Oh,
inactive.
could we check
We
that
can still
nonetheless?
check it. Yep.
Thank you.
Not a problem. And that would have been in District 7. No, District 24,
24.
Legislative District 24, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you
So
very
it's
much.
out.
All right, so no change there. Very good. Thank you. Mr. Stewart at line 9, please.
James Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a Baskin Ridge, inactive, rejected, inactive. Just let me know if there's anything you see you want me
Yeah.
to then. And I'll slowly scroll down so everybody's seeing.
Thank you.
These are deleted. There's one in Wayne. Next one's deleted. So nothing on that page, correct?
Correct.
Page 2. Go up to the top. We have a Wayne, New Jersey. Next ones are rejected, deleted, 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 rejected, deleted.
Okay.
So nothing on that page. Page 3. We have Township of Washington.
Could we try that one, please?
And that is in Legislative District 39.
Thank you.
Okay, the next ones are deleted. Next active one is in Cape May. And then Burlington. And then Cliffwood Beach. And then the rest are incomplete or deleted. So page 4. Okay, page 4, we have a Williams. Well, no, that's deleted.
Mount Olive, please. No, never mind. That's clearly up north. My apologies.
Not a problem. Okay, so keep going.
Voorhees, please.
Voorhees, got it. Right here, right?
Yes.
Let's give that a shot. Voorhees. It's in District 6. And here's the signature here.
All right, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jane Stewart, page 2, line 9. The signature does not match. The signature on the registration information you're showing us online does not match the signature on the signature sheet, in my view. There are substantial differences, very few similarities. Mr. Watson?
Yes, Your Honor, we would agree with that. Thank you.
All right, I cannot find that. This Jane Stewart registered in Legislative District 6 is the Jane Stewart who signed the signature sheet at issue. Thank you, ma'am. Could we just continue to look at the other Jane Stewart?
Sure can.
Thank you.
And I believe we were on page 4. I could be wrong, but we'll double check. Let's see here. And that one was in Voorhees, correct?
Yes,
So maybe it was page 3. Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right pages here. Let me know if you see it. I'm not seeing it on page 3.
no.
So let's check 4. There it is.
There it is.
Voorhees. Okay, so the next one would be Bloomfield, but it's inactive. Jersey City, and next is Rossell Park
Right.
and Alapin. So nothing
None on
there.
that page. Thank you.
Page 5. Okay, we have Patterson, Summit, Harrison, Montvale, Wayne, Beach Haven, Howe again, Egg Harbor, Wildwood's deleted.
Okay, not that page.
Page 6. We have Lincoln Park, South River. These ones are deleted. Newark, Atlantic City, Short Hills, deleted. Nothing there, right?
Correct.
Page 7. These are deleted, these first 3. Next is Verona and Clayton.
Clayton, please.
Mm-hmm. No. That's in legislative district, sorry. Legislative district. It's 3,
3.
it's out. And that one was Clayton, so I believe that was on the next page. Let's see here. Clayton. Clayton. It might have been on this one. Just trying to find the right page. Sorry, give me 1 moment. Okay, Voorhees, we checked that.
I think we were on page 7.
I think
believe.
so too. I just want to make sure I went back just in case.
Mhm.
Okay, page 7, there we go. Yep, Clayton. So next was deleted. The rest were all deleted.
Mhm.
So page 8. Okay, the first 2 are deleted. Then we have Belmar National
Oh.
Park.
Bellmauer, please.
Mm-hmm. And they're in legislative district 5, so that wouldn't be right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. We were on page 8. See here. Okay, next was National Park. Inactive Millville, Mount Laurel,
Mount Laurel, please.
Legislative District 7, so it's not within district.
Thank you.
Mhm. Okay.
I'm sorry. This,
Page 9.
yeah, we need,
Yeah.
I thought we just
I
passed,
noticed that was on.
I
I'm
think we
sorry.
just passed Cherry Hill on the prior page.
Gotcha. So this is page 9. I believe this is the page we're supposed to be on 9.
They
But
did, I just want to be sure we don't overlook
let's
Cherry
go
Hill.
back to make
Yes.
sure. Let's go back. Okay, so Mount Laurel, Clayton, Marlboro, Belmar. We looked at all those.
Yes,
Okay, so we are on page 9 now. So let's go back up. We have deleted Howe, Williamstown. Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, Lodi, delete it. So nothing on that page, correct?
right.
Okay. And we're up here, delete it. Marlboro, inactive, Piles Grove, Irvington, Williamstown, delete it, Browns Mills, West Orange, and then delete it. Nothing on that page, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see here. These are all deleted. We have Phillipsburg. We have another Belmar. You want me to check that?
Yes, please. Although we checked Belmar already and it was
I
out
think
of
it was out of district.
Yes,
Yeah, okay, never mind, sorry. Browns Mills, West Orange, Red Bank, and then the other 2 are deleted. Nothing
that
there.
was Pemberton up above, but I believe Pemberton is not in the 6th legislative district. Mr. Watson, are you able to correct me if I'm wrong?
Excuse me, Your Honor, that's correct. I do not have Pemberton listed under District 6.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, so nothing on this page. We'll go to page 12. And let's see, a lot of deleted and rejected. Then we have Maple Shade, Mantua, Jersey City, Keensburg, or Tabernacle.
None of those, please.
Next is Clementon, it's inactive. Next one's deleted, Williamstown, South River, Deptford, Glenwood, Beach Haven. The other ones are deleted, and then Willingboro.
If we could check Willingboro, I don't believe it's in the district, but it would be worthwhile checking.
Sure. District 7, so nope. Okay, we're now on page 13. Let's see. I believe it was page 13, but I want to make sure. Neptune, 110. Maybe it was 12. Yeah, it was page 12 and it was the last one. No, we looked at that and that wasn't it. All right, let's make sure we're on the right page. The last one we checked was a Willingboro, right?
I can't
I
say
believe
with
it
certainty.
was. Let's see. believe there was nothing in that page.
Are you just trying to find where we left off?
Yeah, I think it was page 13
Okay.
that I wanted to double check. I believe we looked at all these and there was nothing on this page. Here. So just double checking, trying to find out where we left off. So let me see. All right, that was Tabernacle. We checked. Okay. This one, there's nothing on this page, right?
Clementon, no, Buena, I don't believe Buena Vista, but could we check that to be safe, please?
Sure. Where's that one again? Here it is. Yep, we'll check that. Okay, that's District 4, so no.
Mhm.
Okay.
After Deptford.
All right, so South River, Deptford, Glenwood, Beach Haven, those are deleted. And then Willingboro, we checked, it wasn't in the right district.
Mhm.
So we're on page 14. And these are all deleted within the first couple ones here. The next active one is Camden.
Yes, please.
Mhm. And Camden is in Legislative District 5,
Thank you.
it's out of district. And we were on page 14. 14. Okay. Last one that we checked was Camden. Okay, those are deleted. So
Right.
everything else on that page is deleted.
Mhm.
Now we're on page 15. We have a Beverly. We have a Cape May, a Westfield, a Lenoka Harbor. We have a Cherry Hill one.
Yes, please.
That is in District 6, and this is the signature.
Let me. Comparing the signature on the signature sheet at line 9, page 2. The signature is on the SVRS system quite distinct in terms of the dramatic flourish at the end of the last name that results in a broad horizontal loop all the way back to the beginning of the last name. So from the last letter all the way around to the S that begins the last name Stewart. And the name James leans to the left and is upright otherwise on the SVRS record. And the signature on the signature sheet is dissimilar in all of those ways. Leans to the right, does not have any dramatic flourish whatsoever. And the individual letters are written differently, in my view. Mr. Watson?
We would agree with that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I believe above Cherry Hill was a town I just want to explore, just for the record to be absolutely clear. Penns Grove, please. Oh, Penns Grove is deleted.
Delete it.
Never mind. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, that was Cherry Hill that we last checked. And then this is Newark. We have a Mount Laurel. And we have a Howe.
We should check Mount Laurel just to be abundantly clear. I believe it is not in the district.
Nope, it's in 7.
Thank you.
Okay. So we checked the Mount Laurel. After that, it's Howe and West Caldwell.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing there. We're on page 16. And active, we have West Caldwell, Winona.
Well, Deptford, we determined, is not in the district, I believe.
And we have inactive in Voorhees.
Can we look at Voorhees, please?
Mhm. They're in District 6, which
Mhm.
is the right district, and that's the signature there.
For this, I can already tell you the signature is also entirely distinct. The signature, I should say, on the SVRS database is completely different in many substantial and important ways from the one on the signature sheet. And for the record, the person did not fully spell out his first name. The person whose registration is in the SVRS document that we're looking at now, whereas the person on the signature sheet spelled his first name almost fully. And Stewart on the SVRS record is spelled out much more clearly, with each letter being quite distinct, as opposed to how it is spelled on the, or written on the signature sheet. Mr. Watson?
We would agree, Your Honor. It looks like also this person is a James T. Stewart, and the name on the petition is James Stewart without a middle initial.
Thank you, sir. I didn't pick that up as a middle initial, but you're right. It could very well be that he just wrote J in a middle initial rather than spelling out James. Thank you. Either way, it's quite different from what we see on the signature sheet.
Okay, the last one we did was the Voorhees.
All right, so
Next is Mount Laurel, and then Hackettstown, and then the rest are deleted.
okay, thank you.
Okay, starting from the top, delete it. Then we have Hillside, delete it. Lakewood, delete it. Stewartsville, Metuchen, North Wildwood or Tabernacle.
None of those, please.
No, that's delete it. Neshannock Station, Beach Haven, Tenafly,
None of these, please.
and now the last name is changing.
Okay,
So that would be it.
that would be it. Thank you very much. Just our luck that we have a person with an extremely common name.
Yeah.
Then the next is page 3, line 14. The gentleman whose last name we could not discern. So we tried multiple spellings We had checked his addresses only and found nothing like his name in any of the attempts to track him down. So
No.
given that, I don't believe there's any need to continue to see if there's somebody with a similar name who may also be in district, or with that name and a different address within district. So we'll move on then to line, bear with me. The next one is line 21 on page 4. We found no one. My notes indicate we found no one with that person's name either by independently searching the name or by searching his name with the address. So there's no cause to double back to see if anyone with the same name and a different address is within the District 6. The next person is at line 27. We found no one registered at his address. We did not find his name at the address. And we tried multiple first and last name spellings, and we did not find a name that matched his in the system, if my notes are accurate. Mr. Watson, do you have a different recollection?
Yes, Your Honor, that's consistent with our recollection as well. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. No cause to continue the inquiry. The next is line 28 on page 4. We found no one with the matching name, given what we could discern of the spelling. And we found no one with that name or a name like it at the address. So, Mr. Watson, do your notes indicate the same, that we did not find a matching name in the search?
That's correct, Your Honor. It showed that there was no one, excuse me, who was registered to vote at all under the name and address provided.
But regardless of address as well. I don't want to redo work unnecessarily, but if in fact we searched the name and we couldn't even find the name,
So
regardless of address.
I believe we found it when I spelt it differently. I spelled it Bohlert, and there was one that came up in Willingboro.
Bohlert. Oh, let's do that then, please. Thank you, ma'am.
So we could look at that one at least,
Thank
just
you.
to entertain it.
I think
I
we had that
appreciate
one
that.
down as District 7, Your Honor.
I think it's out of district as well, but just to make sure. Yeah, District 7.
So what spelling did you use? Bohlert?
Lert. And
Great.
it was just that one, I recall.
Very
that
good.
came up.
Very good. Thank you. I do appreciate all the effort to ensure that we're not missing any way of reviewing this. And then Michelle Robinson, another common name, I have noted that we found no one registered at her address. But that begs the question, do we find her name at an address in District 6? But it's Michelle M. Robinson.
Okay, we have Michelle M. Robinson in Pennsauken, F. Seekin, Jersey City.
Well, let's just stop there, please, and we can go to Pennsauken, please.
Sure can.
Thank you very much.
It's in District 5. So it's out of district.
Okay. Thank you.
Next is Absecon, Jersey City, Teaneck, Seegert, Deptford.
Could we look at Deptford, please?
Oh, no, you know what? Deptford is Michelle F. Robinson, forgive
Okay,
me.
thank you.
So the only Michelle M's, were from, these ones are deleted. So Teaneck, Jersey City, Absecon, or Pennsauken.
Okay. Given that the person who signed the sheet very clearly used M as her middle initial, we'll stop the search there, searching only for Michelle M. Robinson. And the only other one we found was District 5, so nothing changes there. So this exercise has not caused us to change my decisions yet in any way. The next is number 31, Melissa Holly. We found 2 people with this name. However, they were registered with the Democratic Party and thus could not sign the signature form or the petition for this candidate. So we did engage in that effort and identified the 2 people with her name. I think just to be cautious, if you wouldn't mind, we'll just search her one more time, look at the 2 people with her name.
Okay, one is in Pennsauken and the other is in Trenton.
All right, so Trenton we know is not in the district, but to be cautious, we'll look at Pennsauken.
I believe Pensauken's out of district as well, but we'll
I know we're probably repeating ourselves, but
because I believe we checked Pensauken
I'm
earlier.
sure we have, but I'd much rather be cautious.
Not a problem. Legislative District 5.
Great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. The next is line 35. We found no one at the listed address for Karen M. No one at the address who's registered and whose name begins with a K. And we don't know how to spell the woman's last name correctly. So we can't do a search of her name in any meaningful fashion, in my view. So we will move on to number 36, Leon Carasequillo. We found his name at different addresses. So we will need to go back and look at his name at those other addresses. So the first is Pennsauken, which we just determined is not in district.
Correct.
Um,
And that is the only one I'm getting for him. Yep, that's the only one I'm getting with that.
Okay. Very good, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 40, David Disney. We did find his name at other addresses, so we should look at those other addresses.
Okay, the first one is Vincetown.
Southampton Township, I'd like to check it, even though I'm
Yep.
sure it's not in district.
It's in District 8.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next one is Rutherford. And then Milford, Montclair. Well, Montclair is a different name, so it stops at Milford.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no, based on your prior testimony, we will not find David Disney lower down in this.
No, as we go
Selection.
down, the last name just keeps changing.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next is 42, which is the one I reserved on. So since
Yes.
we're here,
I
you
think
could
we
just pull-
found them at Leon or Leo.
Yes, if you could pull up his record again, please.
Yep.
We found 42 is listed on the sign-in, the signature sheet as what appears to be BARANPEKTAS. And I'm relying in some part upon petitioner's submission.
I think we found them by the address. Because we weren't sure on the last name, so let me
Yeah.
put in the address. 1 Oakwood Drive. Maple Shade. Okay. Yes, here he is, Leo B.
Right.
This.
If we could look at his signature again, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's the signature there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll indicate now what I would believe is the appropriate resolution of this challenge. I recognize there are differences here, both in terms of the name on the signature sheet and the signature itself. As we've just discussed, the address is the same, the last name is the same, the
District is correct.
district is correct. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And the name, what is represented here to be the first name begins with a B, which is the middle initial of the person here. But what is causing me to err on the side of including this signature is what is dramatically similar about the similar aspects of the signature. I recognize that they are not identical signatures, but the things about the two signatures, the one in the SVRS system and the one on the signature sheet, are just very distinctive. In particular, the slant of the writing, the L in both signatures, and what I'd call the hand used to make the signature. I appreciate Mr. Watson's argument about why these differences are meaningful and should result in striking this signature from the signature sheet. But given, as he recognized, our liberal interpretation of these rules and statutes in favor of inclusion, and that the burden is on the petitioner in challenges such as this, I'm going to err on the side of inclusion because I am compelled by what I have found to be the similarities, including the address. And this is distinct from everyone else we've struck from the signature sheet who have inconsistencies in the address, substantial failure of consistency in the signature, and other meaningful differences. So I am no longer reserving on number 42, page 642, who is described as Baron Pektas on petitioner's challenge letter. That's number 15 on his letter. So I will keep him on the signature page. So moving on to number 46 on page 6. We found Stacy Connor's name, but not at the address. So we need to double back, I'm afraid, and see if
So I
anybody.
believe Stacy Connor here is listed with no S. We were finding Stacy Connors with an
You're right.
S.
You are right.
Okay.
There is no, if you scroll down, you do not go to Stacy Connor or singular.
No. Nope.
Okay,
Just Connors with an S.
very good. So we will keep the determination regarding her the same. Next, line 48, page 6, Gage Solecki, We did not find his name when we did the name search. And therefore, we will not continue to explore that person's potential registration. Number 49, Melissa Weaver. We did not find her name at the address. And other searches were in conjunction with the address. So if we could just check to see if any other Melissa Weaver might be in the district, we
Sure.
can then inquire further.
So we
West-
have her at Westfield, Riverton, Flemington, Hainesport.
Could we look at Hainesport? I'm virtually certain it's not in the district, but I'd like to be cautious.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's in District 8.
Thank you.
Okay, the next one is deleted. Then we have Bridgewater. But that starts a different name. So it
Yeah.
actually stops at Tinton Falls, which was deleted.
Very good.
So nothing
Thank you,
in the
ma'am.
district. Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. Now with Mr. Devaney, we searched his name multiple ways. Different spellings because it's unclear how to spell the name. When this was spelled, last name was spelled N-E-Y, there was no name. V-A-N-Y, no name. D with a underscore or space, V-A-N-E-Y, no Justin. And again, D with a space, V-A-N-E-Y, a different name came up without a Justin. So there's no need for further inquiry there. Number 62, Kirby Base. We found nothing similar when we searched his name. We did not find his name or anything similar, so no need to further inquire. Number 66, Lindsay Simmons. We did find the same name, but at a different address.
We found her in Laurel Springs.
Which is not in district, I believe.
I could check it if you want.
Might as well. Thank you.
Mhm. Yep, it's Legislative District 4.
Thank you.
Mhm.
If we could go back just to see if there's anyone else, any other individuals with a similar name,
Sure can.
please. Thank you.
Mhm.
No.
Nope, just that very first.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now, Jennifer McCarthy, it's going to be another James Stewart problem.
Yeah,
We did find many Jennifer McCarthy's, but not at her address, not at the address listed on the signature sheet, number 68.
Jennifer McCarthy. So we're getting a Jennifer M. McCarthy in Little Egg Harbor. We're getting a Jennifer McCarthy that's deleted. Then a Jennifer R. McCarthy in South Orange. The next two are deleted or incomplete. A Jennifer E. McCarthy in Howe. So they all have middle initials. And then the next one after that is South River, Swedesboro, Rutherford, Williamstown.
Mhm. Okay.
So
I don't think
nothing
we
on
need-
that page, right?
Correct.
Okay, page 2. We have Port Reading, Mullica Hill. The next two are deleted. Waretown, Denville, Midland Park, Avenel is deleted. Hoboken, Red Bank. Nothing
Mhm.
there.
No.
Okay. Page 3, Delran is deleted. Lumberton is deleted. So then we have Red Bank, Asbury Park, Hazlitt, Great Meadows, Eatontown, Oceanport, or Milford.
No, none of those. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Lake Hiawatha. Then we have Haddon Heights. Belleville.
Please check Haddon Heights.
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's District 5.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we just checked the Haddon Heights one. So next is Belleville, Rockaway. And then the name changes. See, it starts having an add-on here, but then it goes to a completely different name here.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you very much. Next is Andrei Markov. We did not find his name when we searched, so there's no need to continue there.
Okay.
And now we're back to pretty much where we left off. Thank you very much, everybody. So we are now at number 26 on petitioner's list, which is page 2, line 4. Deanne Zantich, Zanetich.
Nothing coming up with that.
DEA.
Okay. Let me try the first 3 letters because sometimes it'll pull
Mhm.
by doing that. So let's start over and do that. Deanne. And we'll just do ZAN and see if we pull anything. Yeah, not getting anything. I could try the address next.
Please.
'21 Penfield. Okay, nothing with her name attached. Let's try it without the name. Okay, so we are getting a few people at that address, nothing with a D in.
Okay.
These are the only people here.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So because we've searched for the person's name, and had we found a match or even similar name, we would have explored whether that person resides in the 6th district, but no such person was identified. We searched using an abbreviated version of her name. We found no match. We found nobody with a similar name at her address, whether we searched address alone or her name and her address. So I will strike number 26, which is Deanne Zantich, line 4, page 2 from the signature sheet. The next is page 7, line 54. That is Tede, T-E-D-E, middle initial P. From the signature on the signature sheet, it looks like it might in fact be Gray, as petitioner wrote, G-R-A-Y. On the printed name is looks different to me and is difficult to read.
So I found him and
Okay.
at that address, but he's a Democrat.
Okay, and is he in district?
I'll check that as well. He is in District 7, so he's out of district.
He's out of district and he's a registered Democrat. And how did you spell his name? G-R-A-Y?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So because he is out of district, not residing in the 6th legislative district, I will strike P. Gray, line 54, page 7. The next is number 55 on line 55 on page 7. It might be Corrado or might be Conrado, Chan. Can anyone read the address? I can't tell what town this is.
I think it's, oh no, Mantua maybe?
I think it's Mantua as well, Your Honor.
It looks like Mantua.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see, 5107 A, Albridge Way. Maybe it's this 5107 here, Conrado
yes.
H.
Yes, there is a
And
very,
he is marked as a Democrat, but let's look at his legislative
Yeah.
district.
so the address is on the signature sheet is 5107A Aldridge Way in Mount Laurel Township, which is what the SVRS system shows.
And that's out of district, that's District 7, and he's also a Democrat.
Okay. So because he resides outside the 6th legislative district, he will be struck, his signature will be struck from the signature sheet. Next is number 56 on page 7, Amir Khalisi, Amar, Amarkalisi. Although the printed name on the sheet appears to read Kalsi, potentially.
Yeah, I think it is that because I'm getting this name here looks similar and it's at the right address. So I'm
3
gonna
Dogwood Road, Morristown.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that one.
Okay.
So he's stated as a Democrat and he's in the wrong district. He's in District 7.
Thank you. So for this reason, I will strike Mr. Khalsi's signature from the signature sheet. The next is Mark Fleming at line 57, page 7. Ms. Lewis?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Could we move on, please, to line 57 on page 7, Mark, M-A-R-K, Fleming, F-L-E-M-I-N-G.
Mark Fleming, got it. And 851 is the address, 851. Lafayette, I think it is.
Yes, that's how it appears.
And Mount Laurel. So,
There he is.
Mark E. Fleming right here.
Mhm.
And he's in Mount Laurel. So let's check that one. And let's see, legislative district 7. So he's out of district.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, so I will strike Mark Fleming's signature, line 57, page 7, from the signature sheet. We might as well just go through the entire list rather than cut it short, even though we're well beyond the number of removed signatures that would render the candidate below 50. But we're close to the end and we might as well just do them all. The next is line 60 on page 7.
Okay. Lloyd,
Lloyd O2.
oh,
There's a J that looks like it could be junior.
junior. Yeah, I think it is junior. I got a Lloyd O2 here. But is that a different address? So let's see if we find the right address. Underneath, I think might be the right
Yes,
address.
the next one down is the
1433.
correct address.
Yep. So let's look at that one. Okay. And let's see here. He's in legislative district 4.
All
So
right, thank
out
you.
of district.
So for the same reason, we'll strike Mr. Chu's signature from the signature sheet, line number 60 on page 7. Next is line 65 on page 8, Joan Markovic.
Joan Markovic. Okay, Joan, sorry. Joan Markovic. Okay. And we have her at 137 Fifth Ave.
Yes.
Let's take a look at her. Okay. So, legislative district is 5. She's out of district.
Yes, so we will strike Ms. Markovic's signature from the signature sheet. Next is line 71, page 9. C, initial C, Bayard, B-A-Y-A-R-D.
Bayard, C Bayard. C Bayard. Let's see, what's the address? 1203 Golf. C Bayard, 1203 Golf.
There's 1203 Golf.
Constance. Let's look at that. 1203 Golf. Okay. And she is in District 7.
Thank you. So we will strike C, or Constance Bayard's signature from at line 71, page 9. Lastly, line 73, page, says 20, but I think it's page 8,
Page 8.
or page 9, my apologies.
9. Okay.
Is that right, Mr.
Yes,
Watson?
page 9.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And what was the name? I'm sorry.
Well, petitioner has typed it as Ken V as in Victor, E-R-E-S, and that does seem to jive with the signature, or the printed name, I should say, on the signature sheet.
Mm-hmm. And it's at a 2702, right? 2702. 2702. And how did he spell the last name? B-E-R-E?
I can't decipher it from the signature sheet, but petitioner wrote V-E-R-E-S. It's
Kind of
possible that
makes
it does in fact begin with
There
V-E-R.
it is. Yep, 2702 Rogers Walk, Mount Laurel. I'm getting for him. Let's look at that one. And it's under Kenneth for that one, but let's check it. Let's see. Okay, so we have a Kenneth. It would be in legislative district 7. That's the signature. Looks similar,
Signature matches, so it's. the
but it's
same
out of
person,
district.
but the wrong district.
Yeah.
All right, for that reason, we will strike Mr. Vera's signature from the signature sheet. That's line 73, page 9.
Mhm.
Lastly, petitioner challenges 3 signatures as illegible or incomplete. They are on page 4, line 23,
Okay. Looks like Joan. Maybe the last name begins with a N.
the last name begins with an N, in my view, and the person seems to have switched the signature with the printed name on the form.
Which is fine. We accept it like that.
Thank you.
Mhm.
But the printed name is just initials. It
Yes.
appears J period, E period, N period. Joan does seem to be the first name. The last name is illegible to me. The address,
It's hard to read as well.
also hard to read. I wouldn't,
Yeah, I
the
can't.
only
even-
address
yeah.
I can even, my first thought upon reading this address is that it is it's either 42A Roebling in either Maple Shade, because it looks like she wrote MS, or ML for Mount Laurel. But
Yeah, I don't think that's
Roebling
enough.
is not clear in any way. I wouldn't know how to search this person's name. So if
Hmm.
you're
Yeah.
doing something, what are you searching
I'm
at?
trying to see if we can figure out the address a little bit, but it's not gonna pick up because we don't really have a street name.
Right.
And the last name is not legible, so I don't think we're gonna find it.
Had the person printed her name in full, we would be in much better shape.
Yes.
So,
agreed.
okay, let me do this. So, because Ms. Lewis could not fashion a search that would produce useful information or any information,
Not at all.
and I cannot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything with that.
Okay, all right. Then I'm constrained to find that the signature on line, found at line 23, page 4, is in fact, I would argue incomplete and illegible because the name was not printed in a way that enables us to identify who this person purports to be. And illegible to the extent we can't discern what her last name is, or her street, or her town. Therefore, I will strike the signature at line 23, page 4. Line 33, page 5 is just as difficult for me to discern. Ms. Lewis, are you able to discern anything that could be used to conduct a search?
Which line was it? I'm sorry. 23?
33 at page 5. I'm sorry. Yes, at page 5.
Okay, that was the one we were just looking at, correct, Joan? I think was the first name.
No, we were looking at,
Because 23 is the JEN and then it says.
right, 23 was the one we were looking at initially. I
Yeah,
hope I didn't misspeak. I was referring to line 23, page 4 for the JEN signature.
yeah, that's the one we were trying to find. I couldn't find anything with that little
Correct.
information.
So moving to the next one that petitioner alleges is illegible or incomplete. He points us to page 5, line 33.
Okay, page 5, line 33. I can definitely see it's a R, maybe an A. But as far as the rest, I see maybe a D in the last name. And the address is not very clear either.
No, at best I could discern perhaps This person resides at 25 or 23
Yeah,
Long Court in an unidentifiable town.
right.
The signature is a squiggle with
Mhm.
no discernible letters. And that does us a disservice because the printed name is also indecipherable other than I agree with you, the first two, maybe first three letters, R-A,
Exactly.
R-A-N.
I could try, but I doubt I'm gonna find anything. Let's do RA and then the last name with a D. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna find anything really similar to that. Yeah, because it's really hard because there isn't like a clear first or last name to
Right.
go off of.
Could you put in R-A for the name and 25 for the street number? Just to be abundantly clear.
Let's try it on the address page too.
Right.
Maybe we'll pick up something. So we'll just try RA for the first name, 25 as the street. And we can't really make out the street. It could be Ivy Court.
Try Ivy, please.
Ivy Court. There is one in Maple Shade, 08052.
Okay, same.
So let's see, let's get rid of the name and see if we pick up anything. And then maybe we could find something. Nope, Chad.
No.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, was it Chad Davis?
Yeah, Chad Davis. Yeah.
All right. A valiant effort. But given that I see no other mechanism
Mm-mm.
for, unless we were to search everyone in the
Oh,
08052.
Let me try one more. Let me try Fry. 25 Fry. Let's try that. I think that might be something. Let's take a look. 25 Fry Maple Shade. I just want to double check. And clear it out and try. Fry Maple Shade. I don't think it's gonna come up. Just because that could be an F.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything for that either.
Can you just indulge me and try 25 with that zip code and see
Sure.
what happens?
25
Please.
08052. Oh, it picked up Ivy Court again.
Ivy Court. Would it
Yeah,
give us anything else?
let's see if we get anything else with just 25 Maple Shade. So we're getting Evergreen, Church, Frederick, Emerson, Church. Yeah, so then it goes to 257.
Okay, can we look at? If you could just scroll down again, please.
Yeah. What about that Riley?
Yes, the Frederick.
That's what I'm thinking too. Let's get to that. Frederick Street. There we go.
Oh, no,
No,
that's a completely different signature.
yeah, that's definitely not it.
All right, can we just go back one more time, look through the other names, make sure
Mhm.
we're not overlooking anything?
Yep. All right, let's see here. David, Danielle, Christopher, Riley, Bosom, Robert. I don't think it would be a Robert. Sean, no. Lee, Joanne, Wendy. I can go to the next page, but it starts 257 here.
Right,
so
right.
I don't think we're gonna pick up. Oh, hold on. There is some 25s on this page.
Okay.
So let's just take a look at the names. Let's see. Are we finding anything with an R? Because the R is very clear.
Yes.
Let's see. Nothing with an R on that page. Let's go. Just so we're being thorough. Raymond, but that's 252. So yeah, I'm not finding anything.
Oh, but there's more
But
25.
there's more 25. So let's go to the next page just to make sure. So we got 25 Hawthorne. That's Richard. Did you want me to check this one? I don't
Sure.
think it's
We
Richard.
were really
but
just going
we'll
by
check-
R, so yes, please.
We'll check it. We'll look
It
at
is
the
a court.
signature at least. So that's the signature for that. That doesn't look anything
No.
that we're looking at. So I wouldn't think that would be it. But that's, just wanted to double check.
Of course, I appreciate that. So just continue to look for R's.
Yep. Let's see.
Robin. Well, you
Robin.
know what? I see a D and an R in our signature here.
You
And
want me to check the
25.
Robin?
Yes, let's just try that. Even though I think this person's address is a court and online it's an avenue.
I think it's a court too.
No, not the same person.
Nope. Page 5. Anything with an R? Nothing. Nothing with an R there. Okay, nothing with an R there. A Raven. And the last name was.
Oh, let's try that, please.
Sorry. So there, right there.
Nope,
Nope.
not Raven.
We looked at Raven. What was the last thing we looked at? Where was that at? Oh, I think it took us to the next page. So let me go back one, make sure. Yeah, okay, that was Raven.
Mhm.
And there was no other R's. So page
Right.
7. Page 7 has another Raven. Is that the same Raven though?
The address is the same.
Yeah, that is the same Raven, but it came up on both pages.
Mhm.
Okay, so page 8. All right, so let's see.
There's a Raymond.
But it's 252.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
And just clearly it's got to be a
Right.
25.
Raphael.
Raphael, we could try that. And that's the signature.
Similarly, nondescript squiggle, but it is a different squiggle,
Mhm,
markedly different squiggle signature.
yeah. And no other R's on that page. Ronald.
Ronald, please. No, not the same person.
Did it take me to a different page? I think it took me to a different page.
Yes,
That's
we're much
what-
further along than that.
Yeah. The last one was Ronald. So we might have been on page 10. Right, let's see, no. Was it page 9? Trying to get back to where we were,
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you.
not a problem. I just don't want to skip anything. So I remember we did Raffaello on this
Yeah.
page. So let's go page 9. We were doing Ronald, so we're looking for Ronald.
Mhm.
There's
Oh,
Ronald.
there is Ron. Yes.
So. Niece.
Now on page 10, please.
Yep. Nothing with an R. Ricky.
Ricky, please. No, not the same person. Just for the record, if there were the transcript being prepared of this, what we're doing is matching the signatures of anybody whose name begins with R. There's another Ricky.
It's the same one. It was Ricky B. Lamb, 25 South Church.
Okay, so they could be listed more than once in the database?
It could be like it continued me at the bottom of the page because he was the last one I looked up, but put me on the next page.
Okay, but it doesn't indicate a different person.
No,
with
it's the same address,
and same name.
same address,
Okay.
same name.
So
So
what, for the record, what we're doing is just comparing anybody whose name begins with R at an address beginning with 25 in Maple Shade, comparing that person's signature with the signature on our signature sheet that is the subject of the challenge.
this is Orion.
Different signature.
Okay.
May I interrupt, Ms. Lewis? Is there any way to narrow the search by searching within these results for anyone whose name begins with R?
Yes, let me see if we can pull that up. There we go. So it'll show first or last name with R.
Okay, great.
So we have a Robert L. Petrosky.
There was somebody at the top as well.
I think we checked that one. Riley. Yep. we
Riley,
checked
yes.
that one in the
you're right.
beginning.
If we could check Robert,
We'll
please.
check Robert.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's the signature there.
Different signature.
Okay. Let's go back. We checked that Rookie Lamb. I
We
remember
did, but
him.
we did Raven, but we didn't do.
Did
I don't
Raven.
think we
We
did
didn't
Rita
do
Donovan.
Rita. Yeah, we didn't do Rita. So we'll check Rita. Okay, Rita. Definitely not.
Yes, different signature. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we'll go to page 2. So the address is changing. You can see
Yeah,
the top, but then it goes back down to 25 here. So
Yeah.
still checking. We got a Ronald K. Wedge. I think we checked him, but I'll check him one more time.
I believe we did, but I
Believe
would
so
prefer we
too.
be cautious.
Ronald. Yeah. Yep.
Different signature.
Okay. Get us on the right page here. Page 2. I believe we checked Raymond. No, we didn't because he was at a different address. That's why we
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go to the next page. We have
Robert Shapiro.
Shapiro. And we are on page 3, Robert Shapiro, page 3. Okay.
Different signature.
Page 3. And I have a Roy.
Mhm. Different signature again. Thank you.
Mhm. Next is Rebecca.
Yes, please. Different signature again. We did,
And there's another Rebecca. It's definitely not the same signature.
no, I believe we did her already. I wonder if there were
There may
two.
be some duplicates of ones we did because we're just checking with the R.
Okay, yeah,
So we might come across some that we have checked already. I believe we checked the Ryan before too.
yeah, we checked Ryan.
And then
Raymond.
Raymond. Check Raymond.
Again, a different signature. Another different signature.
We checked this Raymond before.
Yeah,
So page 4. And we checked the Raffaella.
yeah. Robert. Still a different signature, although both are squiggles. That one is different.
This one is inactive and it's at a different address, 252.
Mhm.
Regina's deleted. I believe we checked the Robin.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. It was at 25 North Terrace. Yeah, we checked
Okay.
this one.
Fair enough.
And we didn't check a Rita, like spelled like this. We checked the
Mhm.
ITA.
Mhm.
So we'll check this one.
Different signature.
Believe we checked Richard Twig. Do you recall?
I do not. There are too many
We'll check
Richards.
them anyway.
So if we could,
Go in and look at them real
please, thank you.
quick. That was his.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did check him. His signature is different.
Yep. Yeah, I know the name sounded familiar. Okay, then Robert L. Jr. Let's look at him. Oh,
No, different signature.
okay. So on to the next page. Page 5. That was page 4. Okay, page 5. He's inactive, but we'll check him.
Please.
No.
Again, a different signature.
He was the only one that wasn't deleted.
Okay, very good. Page 6.
Okay, now it's changing, so
To not
the
first
first
name.
name is not beginning with an R anymore.
All right, can you just go to the next page or two to confirm that we're not,
Yep.
we've exhausted the people whose names begin with R?
Yes. So this is the next page, no R's. And we'll go to this
That's the
page,
last page.
no R's.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So that is signer R, line 33, page 5 is illegible. I can't say it's necessarily incomplete, but it is illegible in all respects. And despite that, we searched every person whose name began with an R and lives in Mapleshade, and whose address begins with 25.
Yes.
And compared signatures and found no matches. All right, I'll strike line 33, page 5, last one. Deirdre Taylor, page 9, line 72.
Page 9. Deirdre Taylor. Okay.
Because what we have here is printed name is legible. Signature is negligible. The address is difficult. So, but we have the spelling pretty clear in the printed name. Deidrataylor. And no, is there no match?
Yeah, just see there's a Deidre there, but last name is different. Then it's going to try to find the last name, but the first names are different. Let's try D Taylor and see if we get any hits that way. That's close to her name, maybe, at that address. What is that address?
That's the problem. The address at best I could say begins with a 1 and a 6.
I was thinking 16 West Stowe.
Perhaps, and
West
perhaps in
Stowe.
Marlton, but this is the difficulty we're going to have narrowing it down.
Let's try that address and see if it comes up as anything. 16 West Stowe. Let's see. Doesn't look like it is coming up as anywhere. Yeah, so that address is helpful.
Can we search for D Taylor with an address that begins with 16?
Yeah. E Taylor, and we'll try 16. Maybe W even. Let's see if we get anything. The Wana. No 16s in there. Let's try something else. 16 West S. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything by that address. Let's try just 16 and see if we get anything. I'm not seeing any 16 in the addresses that they're trying to pull up under Taylor. And they're trying to pull up names with D and Taylor. Nothing close to Deidre. I don't think we're gonna be able to find much for this person. Is there anything else you'd like me to try?
It looks like we may have lost the court for a second. I don't see the judge on here right now.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I thought she disappeared as well
I'm sure she'll
because I wasn't
sign
getting an
on
answer
soon.
back. I'm just gonna keep trying a few things until she gets back on.
Sure.
See if we could find anything. I'm thinking there's not much to go on here. But yeah, because the first name is definitely clear. Last name looks pretty clear, but I'm not picking up anything. And then that address is like not legible.
Looks like she's signing back on now.
Gotcha. Hello, can you hear us?
Hello, can you all hear and see me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
My system just said something went wrong. You need to restart. So I'm grateful you're there. I was just calling everybody while restarting to try to reach out to you to let you know that I'm coming back.
Okay.
So thank you. Happily, this is the last one. So when I disappeared, we were looking for detailer with an address beginning with 16W. Did anything come up?
Nothing came up.
Okay. Anything, just trying to think. So we looked for her name,
Mhm,
Deidra,
mhm.
and nothing came up.
Just with different last names, nothing with a T.
Right, Deidra came up, but no match with Taylor, which is clearly spelled as Taylor here.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we took a stab at the address as 16 West Stowe, perhaps, STOW.
Yeah.
Nothing came, there was no match with that address at all.
Nope.
Then you looked more broadly at detailer with an address beginning with 16W. Nothing came up. Can we look at detailer 16? And then I'll stop.
Yep. D.
Thank you.
Taylor. 16. Let's see. So these are things that are coming up, trying to find similarities, but nothing with 16 in the address. The last names, there's some with Taylor with a D name above it, but nothing saying Deidre.
Right.
Let's go to the next page just to make sure.
Yeah,
Nothing
no,
with
we're getting more
16. Yeah,
Taylor as first name or a completely different name as the first name.
exactly.
And
Yep.
what we have here is a very clearly spelled out
Deidre.
printed name,
Yeah,
but we can't find this person.
nope.
And we can't read the remainder of the information she put on the form to help identify her.
Correct.
So for these reasons, I will find that the address is illegible. Therefore, could not confirm identity despite clear name that was printed but not found in the SVRS database.
Correct.
For that reason, I will strike Ms. Taylor's signature at line 72, page 9. That means we have gone through each of petitioner's challenged signatures, or challenges to the signatures. And the only two that remain that have not been struck are challenge number 7, Carla Benson, found at page 4, line 26. And Baron Petkis, challenge number 15, signature found at line 42, page 6. The latter was, I permitted to remain, notwithstanding petitioner's objection. There was no objection, as I recall, to the keeping Ms. Carla Benson's signature on the petition.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All righty. Thank you. With that, there are, we have deducted, there was a total of 72 challenge signatures. 70 have been struck. And that renders the candidate's petition insufficient in terms of the number of signatures, I believe. But, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The candidate offered 72 signatures total, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense. 72 total proffered signatures by candidate. 37 were challenged. 35 were struck. And the math leaves 37 remaining of the proffered signatures, if none of the others have been challenged. So I will render a decision by tomorrow that summarizes all of this. Is there anything anyone needs to add?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much, and thank you to Ms. Lewis as well.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Watson, Mr. Bray, and the representative of the Globe. If there's nothing more, we will conclude this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you all very much. Have a very good day. Take care now.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.